As an orthopedic surgeon who has spent more than 4 decades inside operating rooms, rehabilitation centers, and medical clinics, I have watched thousands of bodies move through every stage of life, from early strength to late fragility, and I have learned something important that many people still misunderstand. Strength does not disappear suddenly. It fades quietly, almost secretly, year after year. And when we reach our 50s, 60s, and especially our 70s, this slow decline begins to affect everything we do, from standing up out of a chair to walking across a room to simply keeping our balance when someone calls our name and we turn our head too quickly. And as I talk with colleagues from Japan, Germany, Canada, and the United States, surgeons and rehabilitation specialists who have the same decades of experience, we all agree on one thing. Walking alone is not enough after age 50, and especially not enough after 75, no matter what new tech founders or fitness apps might tell you. You see, we live in a time where wellness companies, supplement brands, and even social media influencers repeat the same message again and again, almost like a rehearsed script. They say that walking is all you need as you get older, that steps alone will keep you healthy, mobile, and strong. And while walking is wonderful and absolutely necessary for your heart, your joints, your mood, and your circulation, the truth is that it cannot do everything. It cannot rebuild muscle that has wasted away over time. It cannot protect your bones from thinning. It cannot wake up the stabilizer muscles around your hips, ankles, and core that prevent falls. It cannot train your fast-twitch fibers, the fibers that react when you stumble or slip, the fibers that save you in that split second when your body must decide to catch your balance or crash to the floor. People over 50 experience natural changes in muscle mass, nerve function, reaction time, and joint stability, and those changes accelerate even more rapidly once you reach 75. Many people don't notice the change until it becomes a problem, because walking still feels normal. They can walk the same distance they always have, so they assume everything is fine. But inside the body, important systems are weakening quietly, and walking alone cannot strengthen them. That is why surgeons like me reviewed hundreds of medical papers, tested dozens of rehab methods, and practiced routines from all over the world, including more than 100 exercises from Japan, where aging is treated with deep respect and scientific precision. After all of this research, we found that there are 5 specific exercises that people over 50 must begin, and people over 75 absolutely must prioritize, because these movements target the exact weaknesses that walking does not address. Before I explain these exercises, I want you to imagine your body not as something failing, but as something waiting for stimulation. Your muscles respond to challenge. Your nerves respond to practice. Your bones respond to pressure. No matter your age, your body will change if you give it the right signals. And these 5 exercises are the signals your body desperately needs after 50 to stay strong, steady, and independent for years to come. I want you to picture the first exercise not as a workout, but as a training session for your brain and your feet. Many people believe balance comes from leg strength alone, but the truth is that balance is mostly controlled by a system called proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense where it is in space without needing to look. When you walk in the dark, when you step off a curb, or when you reach out to pick something up without examining your feet, that is proprioception at work. Unfortunately, proprioception begins declining steadily after age 50 and declines even faster after 75. That is why the first exercise focuses on reconnecting your feet to your brain in a way that walking can never replicate. It trains the small nerves in your ankles, feet, and legs to start firing again, sending clear signals to the brain and building confidence with every step you take. The movement is simple but powerful. Imagine you're walking on a very thin line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, as if you were balancing on a tightrope. This forces your body to communicate more precisely, to adjust with micro-corrections, and to stay centered even when the base of support becomes narrow. In the beginning, stand near a wall or countertop so you can hold on if needed. Walk slowly and intentionally, focusing on control rather than speed. Over time, this movement strengthens the exact neural pathways that help you avoid falls in real-world situations. Now let's shift into something that becomes critically important once you are past 50, the ability to stand up from a seated position without using your hands. You may not recognize this ability as a sign of strength, but I promise you that medically, it is one of the most important indicators of long-term independence. When adults lose the ability to stand from a chair without pushing off with their hands or rocking their body forward several times, this usually signals a major drop in leg strength and core stability. And if this ability weakens further, daily tasks like getting off the toilet, rising from bed, or stepping out of a car become difficult and sometimes dangerous. The second exercise strengthens the exact muscles that walking ignores. You begin sitting on a firm chair, feet flat on the floor, and instead of using your arms to push yourself up, you rely entirely on your legs and your hips. By standing slowly and then lowering yourself with control, you activate the large muscles in your thighs and glutes, which help stabilize your knees and support your spine. Over time, this movement improves your ability to navigate stairs, walk with more power, and maintain independence during everyday activities. This exercise becomes even more important after 75 because muscle loss accelerates, and restoring leg strength becomes essential for safety and mobility. As we move forward, I want you to imagine the third exercise, not just as a movement for the hips, but as a defense system for your entire body. When someone stumbles, their body naturally attempts to catch balance by stepping sideways or rotating the leg outward. But if your hips are stiff or the stabilizer muscles around them are weak, your body cannot respond fast enough. This is why so many falls after age 50 happen not because someone tripped over something large, but because their hips failed to react quickly enough to a minor shift in balance. Walking only trains your legs to move forward and backward. It does not train them to move sideways or rotate, yet these are the motions that often save you from falling. The third exercise is called standing hip circles, and while it might feel unusual at first, it is one of the most valuable movements you can practice. You stand tall, supporting yourself lightly with a wall or chair, lift one knee, and slowly draw a large circle in the air. This strengthens the muscles around your hip joint, improves mobility, and trains your body to respond quickly when you need to catch yourself. The bigger the circle, the more mobility you restore, and the more you reduce your risk of injury. This exercise helps protect you not just when walking, but when turning, stepping aside, or shifting your weight, which are the most common moments when older adults lose balance. Now let's discuss something that surprises many people. One of the most powerful exercises for people over 50 involves no movement at all. In fact, it is a type of exercise called an isometric contraction, where your muscles work hard without your joints moving. These exercises are incredibly useful for older adults because they strengthen muscles while reducing strain on arthritic or sensitive joints. For people over 75, this type of training is often the safest and most effective way to rebuild strength quickly without risking injury. The fourth exercise, known as the isometric wall push, can transform the stability of your upper body, core, and legs. You stand facing a wall, place your palms against it, and push as though you are trying to move the wall itself. Even though the wall does not move, your muscles activate throughout your arms, shoulders, chest, abdominal muscles, and legs. By holding this contraction for 10 to 15 seconds, your body learns to coordinate multiple muscle groups at once. This teaches your body how to brace itself, something you must be able to do instantly if you ever start to fall. This exercise improves reaction time, core strength, and full body stability, making it one of the most valuable additions to your daily routine, especially as you move into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. And now we come to the final exercise, which may look deceptively simple, but is considered by orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and balance experts around the world to be the single most important exercise for adults over 50 and absolutely essential for adults over 75. This exercise is the single leg stance. Many people do not realize that walking itself is actually a series of short, single leg stances, where one foot leaves the ground while the other supports the entire body. But because each stance during walking lasts only a fraction of a second, it does not provide enough time or challenge to strengthen the stabilizer muscles or train your balance system fully. That is why so many people who can walk comfortably for 30 minutes still struggle to balance on one foot for more than a few seconds. When you practice standing on one leg, even for as little as 15 to 30 seconds at a time, you activate deep stabilizer muscles around your feet, ankles, knees, hips, and core. These muscles work together to keep your body upright, and the more you train them, the more they protect you from real-life falls. This exercise is so powerful that research shows adults who cannot stand on one leg for 10 seconds or longer have a significantly higher risk of falling and a higher risk of long-term health problems. Practicing this movement daily gives your body the training it needs to stay steady during unexpected moments, such as stepping over a threshold, turning quickly, or walking on uneven ground. As you bring these exercises into your life, I want you to remember something important. Aging does not mean losing your independence. Aging does not mean giving up strength or mobility. Your body is capable of responding to training, no matter your age. People in their 50s can use these exercises to prevent decline before it begins. People in their 60s can restore lost strength. People in their 70s can regain confidence. And people over 75 can dramatically reduce their risk of falling, suffering fractures, or needing constant help. These exercises do not require equipment, special shoes, or a gym membership. They require only your time, your willingness, and your belief that small actions done consistently can reshape your future. Walking is wonderful, and you should absolutely continue walking, but walking alone does not challenge the systems that weaken most with age. Your balance system, your hip mobility, your fast-twitch fibers, your posture muscles, your stabilizer muscles, these all need targeted training. These 5 exercises together take less than 15 minutes a day, yet they can change the course of your health over the next decade. Your future strength depends on the actions you take today. So ask yourself, which of these 5 exercises will you start with? And how will your life improve when you feel steadier, stronger, and more confident in your body? Your journey to a stronger future begins with the very next moment. And no matter your age, 50, 60, 75, or beyond, it is never too late to begin.